Well, we're in the new Porsche Boxster, the 718. They've done a remarkable job with it. There was nothing wrong with the outgoing car, so I was wondering what they were going to improve. And they did improve feel on the track. It's a little bit more confidence-inspiring. The turbo is an acquired taste. The exhaust sound on this is, I'm getting used to it. I think I'll come around eventually. You get a feeling that this car feels like now the same way it'll feel in 100,000 miles. The whole point of this story is to compare the brand new 718 Boxster against the original, the 1997 Boxster. Unfortunately, we found an absolutely perfect example in the Villages. Dave, the guy that owns it, is out here with us. I drove that car today, and I'll tell you, 85,000 miles on it, 5-speed. I could very happily drive that car for a very long time. Well, the first time I drove the original Boxster, I was at Car and Driver magazine. We had a long-termer, and I'm not really sure I appreciated what Porsche had done with that car. The fact that the Porsche has aged as well as it has, the styling, the interior, the ergonomics. I love the 718. I like the Boxster, the Boxster S, the Cayman S, that whole platform. It really does feel like an evolution of the car that he has. And we're talking a long time. His is a 97, this is a 2017. That's a long time between the start of the model and where we are now to be able to maintain a sense of family. Let's face it, with the features that you can pack on this car, this is pretty much a luxury car. It's a luxury sports car. His car is quite a bit more bare bones, even though it did have almost all the factory options when they came out in 1997. But still, you know, I'm not really, if you had cruise control on his car, I can't think of anything else I really need on it. I like everything on that car. I like the fact that it is a little bit stripped down. It's no less fun to drive than this 718 is. A Boxster, when you get back to the first 5 years or so, they're stunningly underpriced right now. Compared to what you get for, say, a Corvette 350Z, other cars, I think you get a tremendous value. I know a lot of people, including me, that have got their eye out for a really nice Boxster, and unfortunately Dave isn't ready to sell his, otherwise I'd probably be making him an offer.
A friend of mine in Wisconsin was trying to convince me I should buy a Honda S2000. I just didn't like the fact that on the Hondas you have to have the RPMs up to get any power out of them. It's a 1997 base. Well, they only had one model Boxster in 97. I've had it for 10 years, and I've put about 34,000 miles on it, I believe. It was sitting at a bakery in Elkhorn, Wisconsin that I stopped at every morning for coffee and 2 Danish for like 30-some years, and the new owner of the bakery had it for sale. The more I looked at it, the better I liked it, and then I watched the movie Le Mans with Steve McQueen, and the engine sound or the exhaust sound of the 911 that he was driving at the opening scenes just made me decide I want to have this car. I would have to say that, first of all, I like the fact that it's a Porsche Boxster and the top goes down at the push of a button. That's really nice. Goes up, and you don't have to take out an erector set to put the top up like you do on a lot of British cars. Has air conditioning, which I really like. Has power windows, power brakes. Had an MGA, 2 MGBs, and a Volkswagen Scirocco, and this just is so much better than the rest of the other cars. Driving the new Boxster to me is kind of like getting an iPhone 7. It's a fine car, it handles well, the brakes are fantastic, but it has too many little things that I'm afraid by the time I learn how to use them I would be too old to enjoy it. There's an awful lot of similarities between the 97 Boxster and the 2017 Boxster. It sounds like I might be contradicting myself, but it has a lot of the same feels. A lot of the controls are similarly placed. It just, you're in a Boxster. It doesn't matter whether it's the 97 or the 2017. They have a certain feel to them.